Have you ever sat in a meeting at 4 p.m. and realized you can't think straight anymore? Your ability to decide has been drained. Or maybe someone on your team is brilliant, but they're haunted by self-doubt, always thinking that they don't belong. And what about when people stay quiet? No one challenges ideas, no one shares concerns, and the room slowly shuts down. These are the hidden weights of leadership: decision fatigue, imposter syndrome, and psychological safety. And today, we unpack all three. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Leadership Project Q&A show. I'm Mick Spears, and this is where we explore the real psychology of leadership, not the polished textbook version. In our first few episodes, we talked about credibility, influence, and culture. Today, we go deeper into the mind of leadership. How do we protect our judgment when we're overloaded? How do we help someone conquer imposter syndrome without accidentally making it worse? And how do we create real psychological safety so people actually speak up? Let's get into it. Question 1, around decision fatigue. Lately, I feel like by midday, I've made so many smaller calls that I've lost clarity on the big ones. My decisions feel fuzzy or delayed. How do I protect my judgment without grinding everything to a halt? Well, first of all, what you're feeling is real, and it's called decision fatigue. Every choice you make draws on a finite mental energy reserve. Eventually, your clarity and willpower drop. So how do we lead through this without losing quality? Well, number 1, pre-commit to what you can. Automate the trivial. Block recurring routines so you can save energy for strategic thinking. Number 2, design decision zones. Schedule high-stake calls in your peak hours, usually mornings for most people, when your brain is the sharpest. Number 3, use decision filters. Ask, does this align with our top priorities? And what's the downside if I wait? Number 4, delegate with parameters. Empower others to decide within clear boundaries, freeing you up for judgment that truly needs you. And number 5, build in recovery. Take a short walk, breathe, step outside, reset before your next decision wave. You can't remove decision fatigue, but you can manage around it, leading smarter, not harder. Question 2 is about helping a team member with imposter syndrome. One of my top contributors is constantly second-guessing themselves. They downplay praise and avoid spotlight moments. I want to help, but how do I give feedback that builds confidence instead of accidentally feeding their self-doubt? This is a great question, and one that separates good leaders from exceptional ones. First, understand this. Imposter syndrome is persistent self-doubt despite clear competence. It thrives on vague praise and inconsistent feedback. Here's where many leaders make a well-intentioned mistake. When we give false praise, we actually reinforce imposter feelings. Picture this. One of your team members gives a presentation, and they know it didn't go as well as it could have. They walk off stage and you say, "Hey, that was great." You're trying to be kind, but they know deep down it wasn't their best work. From that moment on, they'll doubt every positive thing you ever tell them, even when it's true, because it won't feel authentic. You've unintentionally reinforced their self-doubt. So how do you help them move past this? Number 1, be specific and anchored. Instead of "great job," say, "your structure made it easy to follow. Next time, slow down through the key point." That's real, credible feedback. Number 2, pair praise with growth. Here's what worked, and here's what to stretch next. You're not surprised by their excellence, you expect it. Number 3, ask reflective questions. What felt strongest to you today? What would you tweak next time? And they start to see their own competence. Number 4, normalize vulnerability. Share your own moments of doubt. When leaders own their imperfections, it gives permission to others to learn out loud. And number 5, celebrate incremental progress. Notice small wins. You held eye contact longer today. That landed. And finally, avoid overpraising or rescuing. Don't shield them from discomfort. Help them interpret it as growth. When feedback is honest, specific, and consistent, You replace imposter noise with evidence of competence. On to question 3 about psychological safety. I talk about psychological safety, but my team still stay quiet. No one pushes back or shares bad news. How do I make it real? This is another great question, and I've got to tell you, you're not alone. Many leaders say they want a speak up culture, but unintentionally punish it. So here's the shift you need to make. If you want people to speak up, you must celebrate and reward every time someone does, even when you don't agree. So picture this. Someone shares an idea, and your instant thought is that it's the worst idea you've ever heard. If you say that out loud, do you think they'll ever speak up again? Or anyone else in the room for that matter? No, of course not. So instead, pause and say, interesting, tell me more. Firstly, they'll feel heard. Secondly, there may be more to that idea than what you first thought. So you get the opportunity to explore it a little bit more. And then even at the end, if you decide to go in a different way, you thank them for speaking up and explain your rationale for your decision. That turns this moment into both a celebration of them speaking up and a coaching conversation as to why their idea was not great and yours is the one that you're going to follow. So now add these habits to make it stick. Model fallibility. Admit your own mistakes. Ask, what am I missing here? Reframe errors as learning. What can we take from this? Act visibly on feedback. When people raise concerns, show what changed because they spoke up. Psychological safety isn't a poster or a policy. It's built in the moment a leader chooses curiosity over judgment. So today we tackled 3 deep realities of leadership: decision fatigue, imposter syndrome, and psychological safety. Here's the through line. Leadership isn't about perfection. It's about energy, honesty, and curiosity. Protect your judgment by designing smarter days. Build confidence through specific feedback. And if you want voices in the room, celebrate every single one that speaks up. Now, if you've got a question you'd like me to explore in a future episode, please do drop it in the comments or send it our way. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and lead with purpose.